What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfollows.com. I am finally back. Some of you may have saw my community post, but I got really sick a few weeks back. Actually, a day after my birthday, my son started to come down sick, and then pretty much my whole family was sick maybe 2 to 3 days after that. But we're all doing better now, and to start off the week, I got some news to go over. Some of it's a bit old, some of it's newer. And before I give you a few of the highlights, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. The first highlight is images of the Air Jordan 11 Cool Gray. Photos recently leaked. Also, speaking of leaked images, we have a first look at the Air Jordan 1 High OG Atmosphere. Now, there's a ton more from Jordan Brand. Most of this video is Jordan Brand. Then we have a good amount from Nike and one thing from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. To start things off, we have details on the upcoming Yeezy 700 V3 Dark Glow, and what you're looking at is just a Photoshop, and there isn't much information known. However, what we do know is that it'll feature glow-in-the-dark detailing, and they are expected to feature EVA foam instead of boost that is traditional for the 700 V3. Currently, we don't have a specific release date for this pair, but they are expected to debut later this year. Pata will collaborate with Nike once again, this time releasing two colorways of the Nike Air Max 1. Now, I believe in a previous video, I spoke about the two colorways, however, we now have a first look at them. So, the first pair up is the Noise Aqua, and that pair features a metallic silver, Noise Aqua, and pure platinum colorway. Now, the second comes highlighted in metallic silver, monarch, and pure platinum. The two feature simple color blocking, while the midsole has an aged look. Now, from the images we have, all I could see is that Pata's branding is on the tongue, but the box, that will have their branding on it as well. Unfortunately, we don't have a specific release date, but they are expected to debut this fall, and the retail price will be $160 each. I know a lot of people are hyped for the Air Jordan 1 High OG Bordeaux to release later this year, but also coming is the Nike Dunk Low Bordeaux. Now, there's a lot of hype for the Dunks. I don't know if it's dying off. It doesn't seem like it. And as you can see, the pair features simple color blocking, constructed with leather. We have white on the base, Bordeaux on the overlays and outsole, and then we have a white midsole. So not a lot to report here. More so just showing a first look, and currently no release date, but they are rumored to debut sometime this fall or the holiday season. For 2022, Nike will release another shoe for Valentine's Day. It's nothing new, but here we have the Nike Dunk Low. Throughout the years, we've seen the Dunk release, the Air Force 1, and what you're looking at is just a Photoshop, and it's not confirmed to look like this. Now, the pair will feature a Team Red and Pink Prime colorway, and what's unique, even though it's a Photoshop, it looks like the pair may have fur behind it, which again leads me to the fact that the individual who created this Photoshop may have seen the pair, but that isn't known. Also, this is a women's release, and they are expected to release sometime in February 2022 for $120. Months and months back, you may have remembered that I spoke about an upcoming collaboration between Drake and Nike on the Air Force 1 Low. I was fortunate enough to break the news. However, a few days ago, we received a first look, and the pair is dubbed Certified Lover Boy, which is to celebrate Drake's upcoming album. Now, once again, there's really not much going on here. The pair features a triple white colorway. As for the build, it features tumble leather. Instead of air on the midsole, we have cursive that reads "Love You Forever." Also, the stars on the outsole, that has been replaced, and the shoes will feature hearts. Other than that, from these images, I don't really see anything else tied to Drake. And for me, this is a definite pass. However, if you're a fan of the shoes, they are expected to release later this year. They are also going to be limited. We could see the shoes drop around the same time as the album, which is rumored to release later this summer, but I wouldn't be surprised if they actually dropped this fall. The Air Jordan 36 will release in multiple colorways. I believe we saw the Jason Tatum pair debut on the 24th at select retailers. And Jordan Brand also has several colorways that represent different players taking part in the Olympics. But here we have a clean and simple white and gold pair, and it features white across the upper while constructed with mesh and leather. And then we have a unique graphic that's seen underneath the mesh as well as the insoles. Finishing the look is metallic gold detailing throughout. Now, unfortunately, there isn't a release date for this pair. Usually, I'm not a fan of all white shoes or mostly white, but in this case, I like it because it has gold. And the retail price is $185. So we have a few Air Jordan 1 lows to go over. The first one is known as Green Toe. It somewhat has a Boston Celtics vibe to it. Not quite, but green lands on the toe, wraps the heel, and lands on the ankle. Black wraps the toe, runs down the eye stay, hits the swoosh tongue, and then we have white on the panels and midsole. There is a bit of gold that lands on the tongue branding, and the Wings logo is embroidered in white. For this pair, we don't have a specific release date, but they should be releasing soon. Now the next pair, which I feel that a lot of people are going to like, is the Air Jordan 1 Low Bread Toe. Now the pair features red across the toe, wraps the heel, lands on the ankle, and then black on the eye stay around the toe and hits the swoosh. White hits the panels, the Jumpman on the tongue, and the wings embroidered on the heel and midsole. Just like the Green Toe pair, the Bread Toe doesn't have a specific release date, expected to debut sometime soon, and the retail price will be $90. Some new photos popped up of the Air Jordan 1 High OG handcrafted. Just the other day, images leaked which gave us a first look, and the pair is similar to the initial mock-up. However, there is a few changes. You can also see that the shoes feature different materials, including nubuck, leather, and what looks to be suede. So the release date for this pair is December 19th, and currently we don't have a retail price. Additional photos of the Air Jordan 13 Obsidian recently popped up, and I'm not sure if I spoke about this in a previous video, but the release date did change. They were first expected to release on August 14th. Now they're going to release in September, but I'll give all that info in a minute. But this is a pair that has grown on me quite a bit. It is a simple and clean colorway, but hopefully Jordan Brand makes enough pairs. Traditionally in the past, I don't think this would be a shoe that would sell out. But as you know, things are different, so there is a possibility that this pair actually might resell. Anyways, the date is September 18th. They will be available in full family sizing, and the retail price is $190. New images of the Billie Eilish Air Jordan 1 KO has arrived, and all this really does is give us a detailed look. Now there really isn't nothing new here. The highlights have already been talked about in previous videos, which includes Billie Eilish and the Jumpman on the insoles, and we have her Blosh logo on the tongue. We still don't have a retail price for the shoe, but they are scheduled to release on September 9th. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if I shared images of the Air Jordan 1 High OG Bordeaux in a previous video, but if I did, I do apologize for sharing them once again. Typically, I like to showcase the on-feet photos when I can, and since the Bordeaux is one of the more sought after pairs, of course I wanted to include it. But other than the on-feet photos, everything else stays the same. The release date is November 20th, and the retail price will be $170. Definite pickup for me. Let me know your thoughts down below. Months and months back, Travis Scott was seen wearing his collaboration along with Fragment on the Air Jordan 1 High OG. Now, when images leaked, the pictures weren't that great, however, it was a sample. Here we have images of that sample, which is the pair that could have released instead of what we're getting. So we have the traditional backward swoosh, and then we have Cell on the midsole and outsole. Personally, I think this pair would look a lot better if the outsole was a different color. And then we have Fragment's double lightning bolt logo by the heel. So again, this pair is not releasing, obviously. What we're getting is the pair in military blue, which I kind of like better than this. I'm not a fan of this sample. I'm not sure what it is. It might be the white outsole, but just something looks off to me. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. Do you like the sample or what's releasing? Images finally leaked of the upcoming Air Jordan 1 High OG Atmosphere. Now, apparently the inspiration for this shoe is Michael Jordan's love of bubblegum. Aside from the colors, we also have a bubblegum-like mark on the outsole. Now, I'm a huge fan when Jordan Brand tells stories. However, I feel like this is a little too much. I mean, I do like the color blocking, it's just the inspiration, it's a bit weird to me. Anyways, we have a shade of pink which lands on the toe, wraps the heel, ankle, and runs across the outsole. From some of these images, it looks like patent leather is used, however, it could just be a gloss overlay, it's kind of hard to tell. And then we have obsidian on the eye stay, tongue, laces, swoosh, ankle, and around the toe. Now, in some of these images, the obsidian looks a lot darker, which almost makes the shoe look like the rust pink pair part of the Art Basel pack. In these photos, not so much. Unfortunately, this is a women's exclusive release, at least it was when the details initially leaked, and currently it isn't known if they will be available in extended women's sizing. Also, we do have a release date which is much longer than expected, and that date is December 22nd. The retail price is $170. Last up for today, and probably the biggest news of the week, well, I shouldn't even say this week because they leaked last week, but the biggest news of this video is we have a first look at the Air Jordan 11 Cool Gray. Now, with these images, there's a few things I need to go over. The first thing is that the shading looks a bit off. Now, that could be due to the lighting in this photo, but another thing that I noticed, and this could just be me, or this could just be Jordan Brand quality, and that's the heel. Now, the padding where the 2-3 sits, it looks definitely off, as well as the shape. Other than that, this is your Air Jordan 11 Cool Gray for 2021. Now, it's not like the original release. The only difference here is that they'll feature a higher cut patent leather with peaks. Now, that is like the OG Air Jordan 11. However, this isn't an OG colorway. The Cool Gray first released in 2001, and at that time it featured a lower cut patent leather. Even the second retro, that had a lower cut patent leather, but Jordan Brand wants to keep the overall look closest to the OG, so this is what it is. Also, the pair will come in an OG-like box, but instead of black on the lid, it'll feature gray. So this pair is scheduled to release on December 11th, and the retail price is $225. Let me know your thoughts on this pair down below. For me, this is a definite pickup, and I'm also hearing that Jordan Brand is going to be making a ton of pairs, more than any other Air Jordan 11 release. So hopefully everybody is able to get their hands on their size. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, I appreciate you guys for watching, and if you have a second and haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Now, if there's enough news, I definitely will drop another video on Wednesday, or if something pops up that needs to get out, then potentially tomorrow. Anyways, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comments. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.